Hi, my name is Maria and I'm a cybersecurity specialist. I'm passionate about technology, education, and helping people become the best version of themselves. With this in mind, what is leadership? Why do we need great leaders? Leadership is not about titles. It's not about being the loudest voice in the room. Leadership is about influence. And so I've carefully curated the Cambridge Tech Leadership Bootcamp with this in mind. What makes for a good leader with good influence? Well, it's good communication skills, effective negotiation, non-violent communication, and impactful presenting. Because if you can't share what your skills are, if you can't talk about yourself confidently, then no one will promote you or no one will listen to your leadership philosophy. So we start right at the basics. We start with, what are your core values? How do you define who you are and what you stand for and what you want to achieve? Once we've defined our core values, we then move on to creating a leadership philosophy statement with these in mind. And over the course of the bootcamp, we will perfect this leadership statement from something which simply expresses your values, which is very useful to you as a person, to becoming a powerful speech driving action in others. We will talk about impactful presenting and usage of words and repetition to make your message clear. Now, why is this bootcamp so prevalent now? Why is it important now? Because leadership isn't what it used to be. Leadership is now augmented with technology. What am I talking about when I mean technology? Of course, I mean AI. So we are going to navigate this hot topic of the day, of the year. It's all anyone talks about, AI. We need to carefully weigh up the risks and the benefits. We need to understand how AI can help us, how it can help become better leaders, how it can help with decision making, and how to optimize our usage of it to get the best results. But we also need to carefully weigh this with how AI might be making us more lazy, or what ethical concerns there are with regards to biases and privacy in AI. We will be discussing this, we will be debating, and we will work on our effective negotiation strategies in a debate. We have many more fun workshops planned as part of this big Cambridge Tech Leadership Bootcamp. I'm really excited just talking about it. And I also discovered recently this beautiful framework called the Cynefin framework, which talks about the complexity of problems and how we navigate life as if every problem is complicated and requires an expert to fix it, or something we can Google or ask AI and get the solution for. But in fact, a lot of the world is much more messy than that. Problems are complex, and we as leaders need to create space for brainstorming, for good ideas to emerge. Cynefin is such a great framework I'm excited to teach. Also, what can you expect? Loads of fun, loads of group activities, loads of practice speaking in front of an audience, using your voice to develop confidence. Because what's a leader if you can't communicate?